I'm Robert Osborne. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to do our best to make it fun for you over the next few hours with the lineup of fantasy adventure films. We're going to begin with a beloved adventure tale from the legendary stop-motion animator Ray Harryhausen. Our movie is Jason and the Argonauts from 1963, big screen telling of Jason's quest for a magical golden fleece. Now, this is by far one of Harryhausen's most ambitious films. Harryhausen himself considered it one of his favorites of all the films he made. He first came up with the idea of turning the famous Greek myth into a feature film while he was making the movie Mysterious Island. It said he originally toyed with the idea of having Jason of Greek mythology team up with the Arabian Nights hero Sinbad, but he eventually scratched that plan, instead decided to have a plot that would stay truer to the actual myth of Jason. And as always with Harryhausen, he began the scripting process by thinking up various sequences which would eventually be animated, and he drew detailed renderings of those scenes. After that, with those sketches in hand, Harryhausen and his producing partner, Charles Schneer, would then meet with the screenwriter and outline a plot which would encompass the various animated sequences Harryhausen wanted in the film. And of course, it's the animation that always makes Harryhausen movies so memorable. In our case, the story has those sequences, including a giant metallic statue that comes to life, a battle of skeleton warriors, and Jason's battle with a multi-headed Hydra. So here with a new actor named Todd Armstrong playing Jason from 1963, Jason and the Argonauts.
But not yet.
Hey.
Well, there's all the facts for the evening done, so...
Yeah, bye. No. I want to watch it. I want to watch it on TCM now.
Well, exactly. He sounds like an educated fella that knows what he's talking about. Not like me.
Yeah, I missed TCM.
I used to watch it. The Turner.
All the time. There was Turner Classic Movies.
Classic movies.
Just loads of really good stuff on it.
Yeah. Don't Disney own them now or something silly like that? Or is it Amazon?
I don't know who has TCM now. Did it not go bankrupt? Did it not go by the way the dodo? I don't know who picked it up, but it. I always enjoyed it. Very from the really really early days of cable TV in the UK. TCM was on there, and it showed you loads of this kind of stuff. It was great.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Dr. Possible says, yeah. Warner Brothers owns them.
Warner's got it.
That's all right. Some hope then.
Yeah.
Evening, Josh. I'm well. Tony said he was well, so it's a good start. Everyone's well.
I'm fine.
He's fam dabby dozy. Mike's here. Mike will be doing a quiz Sunday evening to catch that.
Cool.
Maybe. If you can be bothered, I think it's the usual thing. Ian, what a classic. It is a classic.
It is.
One of many bank holidays I watched as a child.
Yep.
Dr. Impossible, hello. Who doesn't love this film? Oh, we found one Mike likes. Good evening, Jeff. What's up, dudes? Rob's
Rob.
here. It's going to be live 11 p.m. tomorrow night on the UK side, showing off some tapes with the captain. David Kennedy's here. Great intro.
Yeah, hello, Dave.
I couldn't get a trailer because the trailer's copyrighted, so I didn't bother. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I was the same. I thought I knew this film off by heart, but I don't. I know all the monster scenes very well, but I couldn't tell you what happened in the first half hour. Yeah,
it plays on quite nicely, this one. You know what I mean? It's some Harryhausen stuff. Depending on which director was working at the time, some of it feels a little bit rushed. Some of it feels the Harryhausen sections don't, but some of the stories sometimes feel a little bit rushed. But this one doesn't. It bobbles along at a nice pace.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, let's go, Hylas. So many memorable scenes. Yes, every monster is a classic, and then Patrick Troutman's in it as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
And Honor Blackman.
Yes.
Who I didn't know until today. Because I didn't recognize him that week. Yeah, it feels like it should be a Good Friday. Cracking open an Easter egg while watching this. Exactly. Definitely an Easter film with The Great Escape on BBC One or something.
Yeah.
I remember the discus scene. Yes. I saw that yesterday with Hercules.
Yeah.
Yes, most of the people in this film seem to be dubbed by British BBC radio people. Oh, wow. Especially poor Jason himself. Yeah, but it's very good dubbing because I've never noticed.
Yeah.
But let us begin. So we got the Columbia TriStar. No, it's just Columbia back then, wasn't it? So I'll just wait for that to queue up. Right. There we go.
Yep.
And it's Charles Schneer, Sidney Sneer's cousin. Jason and the Argonauts from 1963. It actually came out in the UK in 1963 as well. So that's not
yeah, it did.
August 15th. So yes, Tom Armstrong. I don't think he didn't actually go on to do much after this. This was an okay hit in the Europe and other English-speaking countries, but then didn't do well in America. So that's one of the reasons there was never a sequel, even though it sets it up right at the end.
Yeah, it's bizarre, really, that the Americans never got into this kind of stuff, was it? You know what I mean? I mean, 63, what else was going on in the States that was like better than this?
Well, that's an excellent question because I can't look at the charts for that year because they don't go back that far. But let me close my Pornhub tabs. Right. I mean, yeah, I can't think of anything else. Movies. 1963. I don't know if the Cinema Snob has done 63 as a year yet. He was doing 60s and 80s before, wasn't he? So The Birds, Charade, The Great Escape, of course. The Haunting, It's a Mad, Mad World, Nutty Professor, the original. Lord of the Flies, Tom Jones, Captain Sinbad. I don't think I've ever seen that one, unless it's just the American name. Cleopatra, From Russia, Bond. Yeah, that's the big ones. HUD. Yeah. The biggest film of the year was Cleopatra. And How the West Was Won was number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have thought this would have piqued the interest of the Americans, but maybe it was too historical for them. You know what I mean?
That was a documentary.
Yeah.
Probably the best hires in movies overall. Yes, because you get so many monsters in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, everything about it. It does feel like a true epic. This one, it is really good. And let me take nothing away from the other stuff that he did, because let's be honest, I don't think he made a bad film. You know what I mean? I think everything he turned his hand to was, you know what I mean, a success. It was bloody brilliant.
Yeah, that was Michael Palin when I saw this yesterday.
Right.
The Python films. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, but like I say, there's so many good Harryhausen films. You know what I mean? There's not a single bad film. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think the thing is, everybody knows these films as Ray Harryhausen films, and
yes,
predominantly they weren't. He didn't direct really any of it. Associate director, associate producer, things like that he was on, but he didn't direct any of them. So he was basically the special effects guy. I think he was calling all the shots with the directors and everything. Yeah, but you know what I mean? He was brought on for the special effects. And what a job he did on virtually everything. I mean, to come up with so many creature designs that were so different from each other in so many films, phenomenal.
Saber-tooth tigers, you got the baboon, and
yeah, I mean the baboon's really good.
Seagulls.
Yeah, just so much stuff. I mean Pegasus. like I say, Hydra out of this. Just so many good pieces that he did. You know what I mean? When you talk about geniuses in the film industry, it's banded around quite easily sometimes, but this guy was a genius. I don't know if you've ever been to see the Harryhausen archive.
Ooh, no.
It's currently housed homed in the Edinburgh Modern Museum, and it doesn't get brought out all the time, but that's where it lives. And then every so often they'll take pieces from the exhibition and they'll move it around the country. I know a couple of weeks back there was a few pieces up here in Salford, and there was running an exhibition of films that he'd done creature design and concept art for that never went into production. So the Harryhausen films that were never made, which was cool. Dave went up to see that one, which was really good. But not only was this guy creating those sort of these ideas for monsters, he was actually making the stop motion puppet as well. He was coming up with the storyboards, how he wanted it all to look. He was even coming up with the scores for the music. He was even writing the music and parts of the script and parts of the story. So this guy was like a one-stop shop. You know what I mean? He unbelievable talent, but so sort of mild-mannered with it and so laid back about it. That was really approachable. Never wanted to tell anybody how he was doing anything. You know what I mean? He's kept it a very closely guarded secret. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the only people that ever, well, the main person that ever got anything out of him was Phil Tippett. I think Phil Tippett got stuff out of him, work-wise. But as you can see, you can see it in Phil Tippett's work. But just as an all-round force to be reckoned with in the industry at this particular time, and even coming into the 80s, you know what I mean, early 80s, this style of film was being laughed at a little, because what did you get in 81? Was it you got Clash of the Titans?
That was the last one he did.
But then you look at how much stop motion was used in the Star Wars films and stuff like that sort of came in and around the same time period and a little bit after. People still valued the technique, even though, you know what I mean, people looked at it and thought it was a bit schlocky and a bit dated now. But there's just a charm to it. Everything that he did, just a sheer charm to it. It's truly magical, really. Like I mentioned in one of my videos the other day, if you're looking to get a younger generation into sort of like fancy adventure films, the Harryhausen films are a brilliant stepping in point. It doesn't matter which one you choose. They're all brilliant for it. Really, really good.
Yeah. Because he seemed to retire after Clash of Titans. He came back for Mighty Joe Young as a consultant.
Yeah.
But passed away in 2013 at 92.
92, yeah. He was still turning up for conventions and panels and all kinds of stuff. He turned up for his own sort of. They held a sort of party for him. Was it? I can't think who it was. It was a famous director. Had set this party up to celebrate his life and his work and things like that. And he just appeared from nowhere and just sat on the edge of the stage, just chatting with people. Like, didn't even get on the panel, just sat on the stage, literally on the stage, just talking. And it's like, you know what I mean? Just brilliant. And his artwork, if you ever get a chance to see his artwork, fantastic artist. Amazing artist.
Yes. Because, he has to go from drawings to models, moving models, and just have to. I can't draw for shit, but he was very good.
I can't. So for an all-round talent to be able to write music, storyboard, actual draw fine art, make this stuff. I mean, his father was the engineer. That's where he learned how to make the armatures for everything. So in the very early stuff, his father made all the armatures, and then he based everything in foam silica, and then painted everything up, and then he animated everything. But it was his father's background in engineering that got him as sort of the foot on the ladder, really.
Yeah. So there was Honor Blackman as one of the gods.
Yep.
So hang on. I've missed some comments. Where are they? Yes, why was Jason dubbed? Well, half the cast were dubbed. I guess it was the accents or the not being bothered with the redubbing.
Yeah, maybe they were trying to get a sound more like, you know what I mean, like a theatrical kind of sound, more in keeping with the what they thought the period was at that time. I mean, considering everybody was speaking Greek, you know what I mean, it didn't really
Ancient
matter.
Greek.
But ancient Greek, yeah.
Theo.
Yeah. But yeah, bizarre one to dub them.
It's the same with the ladies in Bond films. They were always dubbed by someone, wasn't it? And Goldfinger's dubbed as well himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, decent year. Yeah, 63. Hell of a year. Maybe he had a voice that didn't sound like he was the leader of the men who would follow on a perilous quest. That does.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, he had the look. Jason, you know what I mean? He's definitely got the look.
He's got the look.
Yeah, he's a bit of a swooner.
As Dr. Impossible says, yes, the skeleton sequence is still in awe at 4.5 months using CAV format, such precision and dedication. Yeah, so they filmed the guys having a fight, what they call it, shadow boxing, and then he comes in. And sometimes you did get, 15 frames a day, which is less than 1 second of footage.
Less than a second of footage, yeah. Like I say, if you go to see the exhibition, it showed you how he does it. And how he animates over the top of the film in real time, so he knew where everything would queue up. And it's quite crude. It's quite basic in its looks. And basically, he's just rear projecting the image. He's got a glass screen, and then everything's being puppeted behind the glass screen in front of the image, and then like overshot. It's very clever.
Yes.
But so basic, just to see it in its form set up in a museum, it is really basic.
Yeah, well, James Cameron did a similar thing with Terminator 2. He had a rear projection, then he had models, and then he had puppets, and then just it looked fine. All worked. You wouldn't tell the difference. But I got distracted by ladies with no bras on, sorry. But
it's I think it's stood the test of time, this one. You know what I mean? It's
well, what is it? 62 years 60,
now? Yeah, it's people still talk about it, people still enjoy watching it, you know what I mean? It's
so many little great moments too. Yes, I love how Hercules props himself to open the door at the Taylor script, stands on one side and blows in his magic, blows his hands magic.
Yeah.
Yes, we did lose Wings Hauser, unfortunately, today. So many good films he's done. So, yes, evening, I saw David Jason and the Argonauts. The white golden fleece at the end of Boise. So there is a link to the Amicus Productions, who Anna Studios, who have a Slave and the Sorcerer, which is a homage to such films as this. If anyone wants to check that out, it's coming out soon.
Yeah, I've seen some trailers for it.
So yeah, hopefully I got to see it. Well, some pictures is here. Evening. There's an amazing stop-motion short film about Harryhausen, silver screen skeleton struggling to find work in modern Holland. YouTube rebooted short film by Michael Shanks. There you go. But yeah, I think there's lots of books about Harryhausen's work as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a really good documentary about him called is it called Titans of Cult or Titans of something? The Ray Harryhausen story. It's on like 2 discs. It's on for about 3 days. There is so much stuff on it. It's unreal. You pick it up for a couple of quid now. It's not much. Yeah, I think Arrow. It's an early Arrow video release, I think. Definitely worth picking up. It's a brilliant documentary about the guy.
Have you ever tried any animation stop motion style?
I've not. No, I've never tried anything like that. To be fair.
No, I guess it's patience in it. Take a picture, move it just a tiny amount. Take another picture.
Yeah,
a tiny
I suppose.
amount.
Yeah, I suppose the modern day of it really is the people that do the stuff with the Lego. You know what I mean? It's I suppose that's a
Martin
modern
showed us some as well. He's got all his action figures that he puts in little dioramas and makes them act out
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like I said, there was so many good films done with stop motion. I mean, Robot Jocks is another one. The Charles Band film. I mean, if you watch that, that is beautifully done.
It is.
Whoever did the work on that, it's from stop motion to live action to basically what's somebody in a suit. Each scene that it breaks into three are seamless. It looks amazing. The Blu-ray that came out of it from Arrow last year is unreal. How good that looks.
Yes. So this was filmed. I'm trying to think what this one. They were going to go. Yeah, they were going to go for Greece, I think, and then they were going to go for Yugoslavia. But hang on, I'll tell you what they said about those places. They weren't well received. So yes, where is it? No, I can't remember. I'll let you read the next comment while I look.
In essence, it's a combination of three genres: the Italian peplum, the man on a mission picture, and the classic detective story, which is great. ITV used these at Easter. Take me back.
So yes, yeah, the Argo boat eventually went into sold to 20th Century Fox to be in Cleopatra. So you might recognize it. Typically, oh yes, forgot to mention Bernard Herrmann's doing the soundtrack.
Yep.
So yeah, the voice of Todd Armstrong, played Jason, was dubbed by British actor Tim Turner, but doesn't say why. I still can't find it. You read this.
Dev says, I watched it with my 8-year-old last year and he wasn't really paying attention. The children of the Hydra's teeth turned up in his shitty self. Still a great scene that really works. To be fair, we showed Harry and the Hendersons, and Bigfoot and the Hendersons at a garden party at my house last year, and Dave and his son came then, and Ren wasn't too impressed with Harry neither. So,
oh, yeah, I can imagine my son.
Yeah,
wouldn't be bothered or you look up occasionally at the monster and then go back to something else. Heathens. This is art.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the production ran out of food at one point during filming and was left with Kellogg's cornflakes and spaghetti to eat.
I've eaten worse.
I don't think they were together.
All right.
So yeah, the stunt director cameos as one of the Olympiad contestants. The archer is Andrew Foulds, who later went on to become a member of Parliament in the UK.
Right.
Yeah, and Nancy Kovac is billed second in the opening credits. She doesn't appear till 66 minutes in of a 104-minute film. So yeah, and then she was dubbed by Eva Haddon, an actress on BBC Radio.
Right.
Yeah, massive hit in UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. It did all well in Europe, but yeah, middling in United States. Obviously, they're like modern children back then.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like period. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Action adventures. I don't know. It's weird for it to look at a film like this and think it didn't do well everywhere.
Because it was always on TV. So
yeah,
you think the normally popular stuff. There we go. The production scouted Greece and Yugoslavia for filming locations, but the former was too bleak and grey, and the latter was too corrupt. So they ended up filming in Italy, roughly an hour outside Palermo. See, I can see it's Honor Blackman now, looking at her face, but yeah, I didn't pick up on it the other day. Pushy. So yes, the island of Colchester or wherever it is a real place, a real Greek island. If anyone wanted to go holiday there, where the fleece is.
Yeah, because it takes a while to get going to realize that he's searching for an actual artifact. You know what I mean?
What's happening here? We're 20 minutes in.
Yeah, and he's just arguing with the gods.
Yes.
I mean, has anybody in the chat watched the remake?
Oh yes, I
Clash of the...
thought 2000, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I mentioned the Clash of the Titans remake, and I was going. So I forgot about this.
Yeah, there's it's a cheap, low budget. It's like I'm sure it's like a Hallmark kind of
It's one of those
kind of film,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got Derek Jacobi in it. It's only got 5.9. Olivia Williams, Angus McFadden. Oh, it's a TV show.
All right.
Dennis Hopper. What's her face from the Vulcan Totty from Starship Enterprise is Medea.
All right.
It's only 2 episodes, I should say. Brian Thompson was Hercules and Syrian Hands.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like cobbled together in one big mess for a DVD release, and it got released as like just one big long. Because that's the only way I've seen it. I've definitely not seen it as a 2-parter.
Epic miniseries, it says, but yeah.
Yeah,
2000.
Yeah, it does feel like a Hallmark kind of production. Like that, yeah. It feels like it was made for 20 quid in the woods at the back of our house. You know what I mean?
With whatever green background they could muster.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, the discus scene.
There you go. Yes, Hercules. They didn't want a big muscle man for Hercules.
Yeah.
They wanted to be a bit different. Because I didn't recognize him until later on when he said, Hercules, we left Hercules behind.
Yeah, they just want to make. They wanted to make out that he was sort of the same as everybody else, but strength wise, he was like half god.
Yes, I'm building a case, working up to showing him Man Bites Dog. Yeah, from Jason the Argonauts to Man Bites Dog there's a lot of films in between there, isn't there? Yes, sounds like an all right meal to Josh. There you go. Cornflakes and spaghetti.
Yeah.
Not just any sauce or just. Yes, what era is this? You're the historian.
What year is it supposed to be set?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Ancient Greece, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I don't know what that covers here to discuss.
It'll be something BC.
Yeah, anywhere between 1 and dinosaurs. Cornflakes and spaghetti sounds like a Swiss roll and baked beans the girl served up in the Bluebird toy.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yes. Yum, lovely. Thank you. There you go. 1000 BC or something ancient times. Exactly.
Yeah.
Lots to carbon date it. A lot of big Greek men here. What's going to happen?
That's probably what the Americans couldn't get their heads around. That it was BC.
Men's in white tiny whiteys there as well. Yeah. History started with Jesus, didn't it?
Yeah.
5,000 years ago, the world was made.
Yep.
Black must have done this just before Goldfinger, of course. Yeah, look at that. There's a bit of lack of physics to that discus when it bounced, went high, and then went in a different direction with nothing touching it. Good evening, Michael. Done. Disney are remaking it and call it Janice and the Argonauts. He jokes. We wouldn't put it past them.
Not at this stage, you wouldn't. They have lost ideas.
Yeah, 400 million budget, and all filmed in a studio.
Yeah. Foolish Hercules.
Because I don't think there's much of a diverse Argonaut ship. Yes, foolish Hercules, bested by her, because he thinks about stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess we all like movies about gladiators. It's a lovely ship and all real as well. But apparently it had, I think it was built around a fishing vessel that had, I think it was 3 diesel engines. So I don't know how they hid that. The amount of smoke that would be coming out.
What other film did you say this was reused in?
The ship was used in Cleopatra. Sold it to
Cleopatra.
Fox, which is because same thing happened, wasn't it, with Carry On Columbus, wasn't it? Or was it Muppet Treasure Island or whatever? They sold their ships, didn't they?
Right.
whoever's making the next ship film. Or ship, yeah, not I said.
Yeah, not shit film.
One of them those was.
Yeah.
Is this Clash of the Titans with the nudity? Surprised me when I saw on Blu-ray as we used to have Granada showing it. Oh, I didn't see any nudity in this one, but yes. I think it must be Clash. But yeah.
It's bizarre because there's a couple of releases of this. Obviously there's VHS release, a couple of different DVD releases. I know you've got the widescreen. You've got the widescreen one, though, haven't you?
It's only a U certificate, so yeah.
Yeah. So the standard 4.3 one, that's a U certificate. Okay. But then you get to the Blu-ray, the special edition that came out, and that's now a PG.
I was just going to look it up to see if they change it. I don't know, because sometimes the extras.
So it could very well be for the extras.
Yeah, I know the Jaws one does that, but yeah, wouldn't put it past them. How new is the Blu-ray?
But if you're looking for a decent enough transfer for an old film, then it's not bad. It's just one of the HMV releases, the premium collection. So you can get this 2 for 15 quid.
Oh, it's being pedantic now. Bloody BBFC website.
And to be fair, this premium collection is a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital download. So you get best of 3.
Oh, yeah, it's got the original poster as well, which I use there.
Yeah.
Certainly better, I think. Right. It was great to see the late Nigel Green as Hercules. Yes. Poor bastard, died pretty young.
Yeah.
But he's having fun as well when they're not leaving him behind. Oh, yeah. So the TV show is a 12, and this is still a U, it says, but that may contain spoilers. Heroes fighting creatures with multi-headed Hydra and skeletons. The violence is set in clear fantasy context and does not contain strong detail. But there is, one of these releases was cut. So it was a U in the cinema. It's always been a U, but it was last checked in 99, so it might have been changed.
So the last time it got put up to the BBFC was 99.
So I'm guessing
it's got to be the extras then that's made that Blu-ray PG.
Someone says the word poo. Where are these monsters?
I know Phil Tippett's on there. It might just be a sheer moodiness and grumpiness that's made it a PG.
Yeah, there you go. Sailors always grumble. Yeah. If they knew what they hardly any water, blessed hands, they should use brine. It toughens the skin. Isn't brine just salty water, which is the sea?
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
Land ho.
Oh, I think the scariest thing is the woman's head on the boat that eyes slowly open.
Slowly open, yeah. And nobody else manages to see it by him.
No, yeah, it's facing everyone. Like they're all either slowly rowing but yeah, you can see he's been superimposed into the shot to keep the background in focus. So yes, Todd Armstrong, who went on, born in 1937, Icebound in the Antarctic, which was a TV miniseries in 83, Iron Horse TV series, that's one episode, Walk on the Wild Side in 62, but yeah, 83 was the last time he acted.
Right.
Been episodes of Gunsmoke and all sorts of TV shows at the time. 6'3". Passed away in 92.
Right.
Here we go. We reached land at noon.
And all Hercules is bothered about is finding a young maiden with a firm leg.
Are we all? Maybe 2 legs. I don't know.
Firm leg.
Call me picky.
Yeah.
Don't know. Where is it? Jason's old mate on the ship always reminds me of the Socrates. Yes, and he does. Definitely does. Food and water, Hugley. That's all.
Mhm.
But there's the Judas. Oh,
Yep.
spoilers.
Yeah, he's the one that sells them down the road.
But yeah, lovely shots here with the sunset with the shit going by. I try to think how long that took them to set up and film.
Yeah. Yeah, it is beautifully filmed when you watch it. It's
Yeah, and then the location's lovely. I guess
yeah,
it's Mediterranean, so you can't go wrong. There's the Germans putting out their towels, I see in the background.
yeah. Somebody be going on for a bit for 2 pints of lager for €2. Happy hour.
But yeah, I guess, yeah, they're all properly tanned, at least, but yeah.
Yeah.
But not native, I'd say.
Oh no, not in any way, shape, or form.
Just like Brits in Spain.
Yeah, Brits on the Costa. cheap beer, cheap fags.
Whoa!
Hey.
I think he was referring to cigarettes, but we'll have to find out.
These cigarettes.
I don't know. There's a ladder, but they just fucking jump off halfway.
Just jump off. Yeah, they don't even bother with it. Just put the ladder in, then I'll just jump.
Right. Oh, there's some poor goats. Run,
yeah.
Goats.
There's some goats going to get clobbed.
Yeah, you know.
Achilles is going to smash its skull in.
It's food or comfort for the night.
Yeah.
Here's one for the pot. Oh, he's he's fallen over and his mate's just fallen on his back.
Yeah.
Stop wriggling, Hercules. Yeah. We're getting to the first monster.
Yeah. And it's a good one.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Talos.
It's Talos.
This one used to scare me as a child. It's
because it's
when his head turns slowly.
Yeah, because it's an inanimate object. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden it comes to life, but it comes to life still feeling like an inanimate object. You know what I mean? It moves really funny and
yeah. Apparently he saw Ray saw a Japanese film, but he can't remember the name of it or anything about it. Just remembers the look of the head slowly turning and looking at someone. So he just used it in this because it affected him. Have you got the indicator set, Wigan box set?
I've not got the box set, but I do own all 3 films from Indicator, the Sinbad films.
Is it?
Yeah, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
No cheating.
Yeah, Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, and the Golden Voyage of Sinbad.
So yes, staple of any summer holiday.
Yeah, I mean, Seventh Voyage is my favourite by far. I mean,
I can never remember what happened in which. Which one's that? Is that the saber-tooth one? Is that Tom Baker or is that?
Seventh Voyage is I can't think of the bloody guy's name that plays Sinbad. It's the first one of the Sinbad films. Yeah, and it's the one where the princess gets made smaller. Is it Seventh? Yeah, okay. Seventh Voyage, and like the bald magician on the island.
It's Caroline Munro in it.
Caroline Munro, yeah.
With that must be an 18 certificate with her cleavage.
Woo!
Hey, Ramon's here. You see, I'm watching a good one. So I always watch a good one.
Yep.
So I think what we got. After this, it's a long time. Dirty Dozen on the 31st. For now, but yeah.
Dirty Dozen.
Men on a Mission again. So this one. What did I do? Kelly's Heroes. This one, and then 3 films, old films. Men on a Mission. What's the last Men on a Mission film we watched or came out?
Um,
There he goes.
yeah, warmed his hands up, even though it's in Greece. It's probably 42 in the shade. But I'll just warm my hands up, get them ready.
Yeah, he's all greasy as well, so it's going to be slipping all over the place.
Yeah. And they were told not to take anything out of that treasure trove. Do not take anything.
Yeah.
What? Even this massive golden needle? What? I can't take this.
Yeah. Oops! It's not my spear. Oh yes, I forgot.
Oh no! Here we go.
I blanked on Resident Evil. Yes. it's just like, Weekend at Bernie's 2. That needs a watch. I have to get my panpipes.
Oh Jesus! It's a terrible film.
I got the first one, so you might be all right with that one. But yeah, the second
Yeah,
one's just.
I like the first one. The first one's a good film, but.
Yep, sorry, I forgot about Resident Evil. That was my fault for doing those. I don't
mind the Resident Evil films are okay. They are what they are.
Struggling to make them entertaining.
Yeah, the first one I always really enjoyed, and after that they get a bit weird, but.
Yeah, you're not even on the pictures. Oh, there it is. Jill Valentine's just about there, but then she's hit intermittent in the rest of the franchise.
Yeah, the problem is with the second one, it mashes the second and the third game together in one film. Which is a bit weird. You get Nemesis turning up in the second film, yet Nemesis only in the third game.
Oh, Talos!
Oh, we've used the ladders now. We've used the ladders.
So I think this was a 14-incher, this model. Or is it 19? It was a big one.
It's a big one. Yeah, I mean, to see it in real life, it's hard to put into words how good these look in real life. On-screen stuff doesn't do it justice. Yeah, the Blu-ray stuff helps a little bit, colorization, things like that. I would imagine they'd be amazing in 4K. I would imagine at some point we will get them in 4K. But to see them up close, personal, where you're literally inches away from them, the colour and the paint job on them is phenomenal. Amazing.
Is it supposed to be iron?
Bronze.
Bronze. That shows me and my chemistry. Run, you buggers. I guess. He's not going in the water. We're saved.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're not. You're buggered. He's coming.
How can we stop him?
You can pull the cork out.
Spoilers.
Can't spoil something that's 62 years old.
You can't go and see it. Maybe some 10-year-old that's like, oh, I'll watch this. Oh, what's the point now?
What's the point?
Oh, he's sneaky. It is amazing that they can get him in the background as well.
Yeah, I mean,
and have the island, and it just works straight.
Yeah, Harryhausen uses that shot a couple of times in different films in this perspective, but it's so good.
Yeah, back. Yeah, I think I would have planned that a bit better when I saw he was walking round to come at me.
Yeah,
I thought, yeah, I know what he's up to. Byron likes Resident Evil. Good fun for me, them films.
Yeah, they're just put them on and disengage your brain kind of films, aren't they? They're entertaining for what they are.
Yeah. It's fair to say these sequences are just a masterclass in filmmaking. The choice of shots, framing, pace, and everything. Yes. And then, what's that film they just dumped on the Netflix? $300 million film they just dumped on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. It's Millie Bobby Brown and I can't even remember the name of it. That's how good it is. Yes, well spotted. Yes, if you've got a calculator.
Millie Bobby Brown, she must have a contract with Netflix. Surely, she's done so much Netflix stuff. It's unreal.
Yeah, she did that apparently terrible film that was the what was it about the maiden?
Yes, the one with which is a dragon slayer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it not called Maiden? It's called something like
it's something like that. Yeah, the
that.
Electric State. There you go. That's the one. Yeah, so it's $300 million. Goes straight to streaming. Thank you, Sean. Welcome, and Chris Pratt's in it. Yeah, playing
Right.
Chris Pratt apparently. So good evening, Sean. Oh, he's doing a movie watch along with Gareth. My next stream will probably be reading, looking, and smash hits. Hey, I'm doing
Get
smash
in.
hits.
Yeah.
Weekend at
I
Bernie's.
adore Looking. Looking's a great magazine.
Oh yeah, I did like the comics back then, as well as the interviews and stuff. Weekend at Bernie's. That one, the rental VHS has a bit extra footage. The claim it was cut to make a sequel would make more sense, but it's not on my Laserdisc. Lovely. Yeah, Enola Holmes was all right. I only watched the first one.
I enjoy both of those. Again, if you like the kind of films like Young Sherlock Holmes and that kind of thing, they're quite enjoyable. You know what I mean? It's something that me and my wife can sit down and watch together and both sort of enjoy it. But the one about that I can't think of the name of, where basically she's a princess that's been sacrificed to a dragon, and every so often this dragon needs appeasing, and they have to sacrifice a virgin princess to it, and it's her turn. She doesn't know, but it's her turn. She gets thrown in there, and instead of like shitting out like all the other ones have done, she fights back. It's okay at best. It's okay. The premise of the film, yeah, the premise is very good. If it had been better written, they might have had a bit of a hit on their hands, but it's so poorly written.
Yeah, they say the same about this Electric State, which is
right.
Based on a comic book. It's a lot of money, but
it's a hell of a lot of money.
They just like filmed the first draft of the script. But yeah, this had a budget of $2.5 million back in the 60s, which is probably about $50 million now.
It's some coin for a film like this, really.
It grossed $479 worldwide. I think someone's maths might be off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bothered with Heart. It's a slasher film, and half slasher film, half romantic comedy, or more romantic comedy than slasher film.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bit odd. One of our club members, Danny, he's a prolific cinema goer 2 and 3 times a week. He did a back-to-back with something else that was on at the same time. He said it was just okay.
Yeah. That's the level we're at of films, isn't it? Okay.
Just okay, yeah. There's the sort of modern films. There's very, very little come out over the last few years that's blown me away.
Yeah. Do a watch along for Cobra already. I've done a watch along for Cobra, but I will do another one. Can't go wrong with Cobra. It's looking the one with the 18 comic. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Looking had loads of sort of comic strips and different things. They had Cannon and Ball. There was a Cannon and Ball comic strip in Looking as well, and it's really weird things, isn't it?
So yeah, he's loosening the bolt on his heel, and he's just telling us it's not moving.
Yeah, and all the red hot oil is now pouring out of his Achilles. Oil is pouring out of his Achilles.
Isn't that someone else? Yeah, they're throwing stones at him.
Yeah, sticks.
He's still not moving.
No, he's choking.
What? Yeah, the smell. I need to pay attention to the stuff that comes out of the little model.
Yeah,
nope. I mean, he's woozy.
Yeah, I mean that's just class. To get movement like that, stop motion is just totally amazing. Believable. Yeah.
Oh, he's got the old grabs the throat.
Yeah.
Poor Talos. Yeah, which way is he gonna fall?
Yeah.
I just keep moving just in case.
Is he go to far left? Is he go to far right? Place your bets now.
No, he's going forward. No, no, he's swaying.
Oh,
Just
bloody hell.
about. Quick, get back to the rocks.
Yeah.
Hercules is not scared. Oh, yes, he is. And he's dropped his... Was that the golden needle? Run. Hercules, you left your... Oh, yeah, idiot.
Yeah, just leave it. Just leave it where it is.
Yeah, just wait to see what happens. It's like Prometheus. He just stood still or ran in a straight line instead of running to the left. Can't believe Harryhausen is buried up in Norfolk. How on earth did he end up there? Because he only passed away at 92 or something, isn't it? In 2003 or 2009, I saw.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't his father's English, his mother's American, or his father's American, his mother's English? It's one of the two. One of his parents was English.
Yeah, passed away in London. It says on May 7th, 2013. Born in Los Angeles in 1920. Oh, his spouse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just saying he died on the same day, but it's not. It's just they weren't married the day he stopped being married the day he died.
Does it say whereabouts in Norfolk he's buried?
I don't know.
Because we have family in Norfolk, so the next time I'm up there, if I can go and find his grave, I'll go and pay him a visit.
Sure, Dr. Impossible will tell us in a minute. Is donated his models and artwork to the Bradford Museum of Media. So there you go, as you said.
There's a full foundation now, the Harryhausen Foundation. They do a lot of charitable work.
I think Carolyn Monroe's head of that, or part of that, isn't she?
She could very well be, yeah.
So I think, and her contact information is the Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. No.
I'm obsessed with Caroline Monroe at the moment. I
can't blame you.
I can't get enough of the old Cellar Club on.
I still need to watch an episode. I've missed it so many times.
It's brilliant.
I know you can rewatch it. I forget about that then.
You can, yeah. I've got it set to record.
Because on Facebook, she comes on to Facebook and promotes it every Friday. And I thought, okay, I'll try and remember to watch it. But then,
yeah, it's just she's just doing what any other sort of like horror presenter would do, but in quite a very British way. It's good. You know what I mean? She's got three segments. I think is it a Friday night or a Saturday night? One of the two.
Friday night.
Yeah, and she's got 3 segments, probably 5-10 minutes long, sort of like brief introduction to each film, and she reads out viewers' letters and stuff like that. It's cool.
Nice. Yeah, Pugwell's Mary. He just says she's lovely, and he sent me a giant poster of her on the beach.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll that she'll be there at the one of their weekends this year is at Hemden Bridge. So the why can't I think of the name of the TV channel now? Well, what the hell's the name of the TV? Somebody help me out.
Damn.
Yeah, whatever the TV channel is that she comes. Talking Pictures TV, that's the one. They host about half a dozen film festivals throughout the year. And there's one coming to Hebden Bridge, which is not that far from here. It's about 40 minutes. So the club was going to plan on going over there. So I'm hoping that she's at that one. The other one she's doing is they're doing one in Malta, and she's heading that one up. I wonder why.
Whee, lads.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I saw she was in Exeter, but then I forgot, because that's only an hour away from me, and then I forgot about it, or I couldn't go. It's bloody typical this one time. Yes, Cannonball. I've got to see that. It's I'm one of the few people that like Plaza Patrol.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know that.
Was it the Cannon and Ball film that they did, where the two police officers?
That's Boys in Blue. You see,
Boys in Blue.
Name.
Unless it has got a different name. I have a copy of Luck in here somewhere. I'm sure.
Whistle Gummidge style Deathfall, yes. But yes, here's Patrick Troutman. Was it? Yeah. It gets this weird story that he gets the gods leave him bread and fruit every day, and then he starts eating it, and then the
harpies
turn up. Turn up.
Yeah, and
These are scary bastards.
Just twat him and then eat all his food every day.
Every day, and he's blind, of course.
Yeah,
but he's trying to make the bastards fly. How the hell do you do that?
Yeah,
because you can't see the joins or the wires.
Nope.
Oh, so why is everyone's movie collectors YouTube doing purging or decluttering their collection? If you just buy the films you want, you don't blind buy expensive stuff all the time.
Exactly. This is what I've been saying for bloody years. Just buy the things that you want and need. Stop buying useless, pointless, £40 and £50 collector's things when all you're going to do is take that disc out and put it in. You're never going to look at the poster. You're never going to look at the fancy box that it comes in, or the fucking lobby cards, stickers, bubblegum cards, whatever it is. Just buy normal things what you want. Yes. And then you've not got thousands and thousands of pounds worth of crap in your collection that you didn't really want, but you was frightened to death of missing out on.
Yes, it's the missing out, and then it's I had to buy it from a scalper for 3 times the price to get it, and then now it's worthless.
I know that sounded a bit preachy then, but at the end of the day, it's each to their own. But it's not the way I do it. I just collect what I want, personally need. Yeah. And gone are the days of me like hunting expensive Blu-rays down and stuff like that. Especially with the club now, if we want a film and we want to show it at the club, if I can find it on DVD for a couple of quid, or the Blu-ray's 20 or 25, we're buying the DVD all day long. You know what I mean? It's
good for the likes of them.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's
DVD, yeah, it's fine. I buy DVDs.
I buy tons of DVD.
Well, exactly. That's why I got this.
Yeah.
What's it got? I think it's got a leaflet. It's got 2 pages of information about Army of Darkness, by the look of it.
This one, this copy of mine's not even open. It's still shrink wrapped.
Yeah, I did see it still shielded, naughty boy. Well, why bother with the Blu-ray?
I'll have that many copies of it as well. Every bundle of DVDs I pick up recently has had a copy of Jason and the Argonauts in it.
I'm sure it's probably on one of those collections of 3-4 films on a disc as well. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I imagine it's out somewhere. It's got to be bungled with Clash of the Titans, surely.
Oh yes, that's definitely the double bill.
Yeah, that is definitely the double feature.
Yeah, because you get the Sinbads all separate, but yeah, where's you going to put your Jason and Clash? Karen Monroe so gentle and soothing. She's so polite and calm in her intros, and then
she's brilliant.
Horror movie.
Yep, and then show Driller Killer. Brilliant.
Men and Motors.
Oh, I used to love a bit of Men. I used to love a bit of Men and Motors.
I don't know why. Tonight's strip club is in Bolton. Let's have a look.
It's tonight, topless darts in space.
Spearmint Rhino. Was it Spearmint? Damn, what's it called? Spearmint Rhino, was it? The strip club chain?
Yeah, Spearmint Rhino.
Because, we had a Hooters for like 5 minutes in Bristol.
We didn't have anything.
I never got to go, but because it closed before. Not so British thing, did.
We never had really anything. I suppose Manchester may have had some.
Oh yes, definitely.
Bars like that, but at the time, Wigan certainly doesn't. It's got a gentleman's club now, but at the time it's.
Yes, Peter's Church in Brook, Norfolk, is where Ray Harrison is now.
Peter's Church in Brook. I'll have to have a look for that.
Now you could dig up his skeleton and do it as a puppet. That would be amazing.
That's what we're going doing. I'm going to take the wife. Yeah, I'm going to take the wife back home this summer to see her family, and I'm going looking for Ray Harryhausen.
celebrate his finest hour.
Yeah.
Oh, David's got a DVD copy of Boys and Blue. That's probably quite rare and valuable because I haven't seen one.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep hold of that, Dave.
Definitely. Or I'll trade it.
It's one for the club pot, though, mate.
I'll trade you my signed Playmates of the Apes for that.
Playmate of the Apes. Brilliant.
Signed by the director under a pseudonym.
Was he giving them out for free?
How dare you, sir? Yes, where's Ash in this bit? Definitely, because even the end of Evil Dead 2 is what these things look like.
Yep.
So there's definitely a bit of stuff copying going on there. There you go. Plaza Patrol is the TV series Granada did in the early 90s. They are two security guards. It's better than it sounds.
All right.
Somehow I missed that and ever hearing about it.
Yeah, I mean, Cannon and Ball were just brilliant.
Give me a headache.
Give me a pigging headache, Tommy. I mean, they were well known on the club circuit round here. But the gimmick on the club circuit was it was just Tommy Cannon on stage. So Tommy Cannon would be doing this repertoire, and then from the back of the club, this guy in a little light flashes Mac and a trailer kept going, "Get off, you shite, you rubbish," and it would go on and on and on. And eventually, Tommy Cannon would say, "Well, if you think you're any better, come and get up on the stage and show us." And then Bobby Ball would come on and go, "You know what I mean?" That was the whole gimmick for ages on the club scene around here.
It's good enough for you Northerners, isn't it?
He certainly is.
Good evening, Adrian.
Hello, Adrian.
I see. I always look at the fancy posters. Yeah, when you were saying that, I was looking at my arrow. But yeah, I love this film anyway. So yeah, last video store.
Last video store.
Yeah. I think that's the poster. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting my sleeve and poster signed by the directors. So, but yeah, I wouldn't buy it just for the sake of it much. Sometimes though, when you buy a film having not seen that, and only upon seeing it, you realize it's shit and don't want it. But don't buy the special edition box set then.
That's the one thing I don't do. I don't blind buy. No. And people always said to me, "Well then, Tony, how do you come across new films?" Answer: I don't. I just watch what I like.
Yes, that's what's.
So, I know that's a bit of a weird way to look at it, but you can still amass a massive collection of stuff you've just watched. You know what I mean?
Oh yes. See, Dutch. I do blind buy, but I'm only paying like €0 to €5 for something I've never seen or just
a couple of quid's not so bad, is it? It's when you're paying 45. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Buying a franchise you've never even heard of.
Yeah.
We're attacked. Exactly, Wigan. I buy only DVDs. See my commands.
I mean, save some. You've saved some money.
Yeah, TV upscales it anyway.
Yeah, we shown a couple of DVDs at Film Club, and on the setup that we've got, people were asking, "Where's the Blu-ray from?" I said, "It's not Blu-ray, it's DVD, and the quality has been that good. It's unreal." And that was on a 90-inch screen, I think, where an LG 90 inch screen with an LG 4K player.
Does it have a nice wood surround?
I'd kill for one of them. I'd honestly trade my TV out my living room now for a lovely one surround 26-inch 4.3. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, I don't know, but I would happily trade my smart TV for one of those.
I'm always fascinated by those rear projectors because you can see the red, the green, and the blue lights behind it, making the picture above it. And you thought, yeah, that's quality. That. What's Byron say? I think the problem is folks are not buying films to watch, just to have them, buying the films that are seen as good rather than what they like. That is definitely true of some.
Yeah. It becomes a collector's mentality, doesn't it? It's like anything else, really.
Yeah.
Like collecting action figures or whatever you collect, it becomes a collector's mentality, and it gets past the point of the things you want and like, just you start collecting for the sake of collecting.
Yeah, like you said, the fear of missing out. And then, they only made 500 of these things.
Yeah.
Didn't they do Topless Twister as well? That was my favorite over Topless Darts. Although when they won the darts, it was always fun. Anyway, what are we on about here?
Men and Motors, what a channel.
Steady as you go, lads. Row easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at that. Real locations. What's this nonsense?
Yeah.
Mostly DVD for a moment too. I do buy stuff on boutique Blu-ray, but I have to save up money for those purchases, and they're almost always movies I love already. Yes, exactly. No retreat, no surrender.
Yeah. That's got a nice Blu-ray. Well, I mean, you'll see all this stuff behind me. I mean, all that's Arrow video through that top section. But my Arrow video collecting of the films that I actually want, I always wait for the sale. So they're either £9 each, or 2 for £15, or 2 for £18, whatever it is now. And my advice to anybody is, if you want something that Arrow video's released, you're always going to be able to get it. It's very, very rare that anything goes out of print. I mean, I've got a couple of releases up here that are out of print, but because they're out of license. As long as Arrow Video own a license, they'll just keep pumping it out.
It's just a sleeve and they can just
originally when Arrow Video's early stuff on the Blu-ray, it would come with a slipcase, a Blu-ray, and a DVD. So that there may have been like 1,000 copies like that. And then once that 1,000's gone, it just comes as a standard Blu-ray, no slip, no DVD. If you just want the film on Blu-ray, you're laughing. You're always going to be able to get it.
Although I didn't know Arrow released the Electric Blue franchise, so that's nice.
Electric Blue?
Behind your head. Who are those ladies on the back of those DVDs or those cards on the right? Yeah.
Oh, the not the limited edition Fanta cans from Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah. So there's Beetlejuice. What's her face? Who was out of that? The woman that plays the cut-up woman that's like in pieces, and the mother figure from the first one, who I can never remember her name.
Yeah. Mike, I buy 4Ks but don't have a 4K player, only buy them for the Blu-rays.
Well, they're going through that phase, aren't they, a moment where they're packaging Blu-rays with 4Ks because people haven't adjusted to 4K, but they've got Blu-ray players, exactly the same things they did with DVD. So when you bought a Blu-ray, you got a DVD with it. There'll be a point where it's just 4K and bugger all else. I know HMV are talking about doing away with the DVD section, only concentrating with Blu-ray and 4K, because the sale of DVD and HMV has plummeted.
Well, exactly. I get £5 for £1 in the charity shop.
That's what I mean. There's a couple of there's a couple of car boot sales near us that are doing 10 for £1. You know what I mean? So 10 pence a film, you can't really go wrong, can you?
Yeah.
Charity shops near us, the 3 for £1, and even at 3 for £1, it's a bargain.
Yeah. I've got some proper good special editions. 2 discs, 3 discs. As part of that, when it's done proper with no DNR, 4K Blu-ray is my favorite format. I buy a lot of Laserdiscs these days, though.
Have you got that? Have you got that Laserdisc, man?
Oh, hang on, hold that still. That's gorgeous.
There you go.
Oh, the Slayer's a big pile of shite. Nice, good old Jack Palance.
Yep, absolutely chewing the scenery in that film.
Blu-ray 4K editions are like a bit of fancy coffee table books with some nice things to have laying around or a show. Like ornaments, I don't judge. I like shiny, nice things too. Exactly.
Yeah, again, you know what I mean? Don't listen to me ranting. Collect whoever you want to collect. You know what I mean? It's just my way of collecting is a lot different to other people.
Yeah, I'm way behind. We had a Naki bar next to Pemps by the bus station.
Was that? What year was that, Dave? I don't remember there being. Oh God, yeah, I do. Stilettos.
Are you going to translate whatever that says?
So Nakiba means gentleman's lounge.
Oh, okay.
And Pemps was one of the worst nightclubs in the Northwest. So the Gentleman's Club was against the nightclub right near the bus station in town. I forgot about that one.
Nah, no dance for you.
Yeah.
Yes, Josh is always buying Laserdiscs as well. Yes, Norwich had Alan Partridge wearing traffic cones as breasts. Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich?
I haven't got the money or patience to buy them all again on Blu-ray. Not particularly asked about them being incredible quality. Yes, well, that's what the thing about. You hear complaints more about 4Ks. Rarely heard complaints about Blu-rays when they get.
Yeah. The problem is as well, certain films you don't want to see in superb quality because it takes the charm away from them.
Yes, especially horror films.
Yeah.
Code. Yeah. Meta Motors. I like the show where it was just Joe Guest playing pool. Yes, I did. She was my favorite, Joe Guest. Long hard to think about her later. Right. I saw Cannonball in a show when I was a sprog.
Yeah, they were brilliant. Bring back TV like that, I say.
Yeah, the Laserdiscs had they had the original sound mixes on them, which is very popular. One of the Cannonballs, one of Cannonball switched on the Christmas lights in town when I was a kid. He didn't look happy to be there. Yeah.
I would imagine that was Tommy Cannon because Bobby Ball didn't give a monkey's what he did. He'd done anything as long as he was getting paid.
You're right, mostly DVD or VHS. For me, same here. I buy the VHS of the films I love, then I can do the watch buy of them. Yeah, but this guy with the fishtail, who is it supposed to be?
Poseidon.
He is supposed to be Poseidon. I love the way he looks very concerned that then I'll hold this one. All right, I better hold this bit up. Wings Hauser is dead, unfortunately, yes. Before he should have replied to me when he had the chance. Right. I just don't enjoy him on movies. Every time I give them a chance, it's just shite. Yeah. You see what's come out already this year. There's no hope.
Just like we said before, just solidly mediocre. You know what I mean? It's I think it was the Substance last year was the one that I thought was excellent. Apart from that, last year it was.
Yeah, I need to see that.
It's brilliant.
Blu-ray's ideal for me. If I'm going to watch it, it's 1080p for me. 4K is way overrated considering what companies are doing in the restoration process. Yeah, Cameron of all people.
Yeah,
Green Miles, modern films. I can't really enjoy it. Exactly. We're just sad old men, obviously. Not that young people are watching them either. So Josh is a complete idiot when buying films. Surely not, Josh. Annoyingly, some of the weird obscure horrors I look for are cheaper on Blu-ray than on DVD. I have noticed that. So, yes.
Yep. That's a big thing.
See, he bought the Green Hornet Blu-rays from CEX for 50p.
There you go. 10 bob. Can't go wrong.
4K is great when it's done proper. Yes, I did see Batman Returns in 4K, and that looked amazing. The problem is James Cameron can make the rest of their films when tinkering. Yes, they do. Some
of the 4Ks I've got, especially if the 4K releases that have never had Blu-ray. So if it's stuff that's been stuck on DVD, then the upgrade to 4K is amazing. Like the 4K Beastmaster. Just looks phenomenal. Why is my camera backwards? Does my camera look backwards to you?
No. It's fine to me. I can see Beastmaster, but I know what you're on about. It does look backwards when you do it sometimes.
Yeah, odd. That 4K Beastmaster looks amazing. What else have we got on 4K? It looks really good.
That's when they done it with
Dragon Slayer.
There's a theme here.
Yeah. Dragon Slayer looks amazing on 4K because it only had a crappy Disney DVD release for years. Well, a Disney Paramount release.
Yeah.
Transformers the movie on 4K. And the soundtrack, wow, wow, wee, wow, wow. That's amazing. Probably the best sounding 4K that I own is War of the Worlds, the original. Unbelievable sound quality on that. Fantastic.
Yes. Well, my TV over there is sitting on an old record player and radio combi. Not that you can see it, but yeah. I've got a 14-inch CRT, used retro games. It's like about the old glass tube. Yes, makes a big difference.
Yep.
For playing old games on anyway.
That's currently what I'm watching. Jason and the Argonauts one.
Mm-hmm. Collecting can easily become obsessive. They should have a movie rehab, like with Trainspotting and VHS, moving across the ceiling. It's a scary baby. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to be careful. You know what I mean? It's one sniff of something that I want to start collecting or get an interest in. Before you know it, you're balls deep. You know what I mean?
It's trying to earn cash. But yeah, it doesn't help when every 5 years they have an anniversary of your favorite film as well and bring out the special edition box. It's the same Blu-ray, it's the same special features, but it's in a different box.
Yeah, it's the best version you'll ever own.
I never understood how people can have an FOMO over something they've never watched.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
There you go. See, I'm behind the times with the kids talk. The latest
Down with the kids.
Wicked. Let's book. Right. The latest Bridget Jones film isn't even getting a theatrical release in the US. Bloody hell. I didn't know that.
No wonder.
Yeah, well, I've only seen the first one, I think.
I can't watch anything like that.
Well, that was 20 years ago on a date night, probably. I watched over 100 Shaw Brothers movies in my life, and actually I've saved up for the Shaw Scope Volume 3 set.
Yeah, I get that one. Yeah, so the big ass sets, loads of cool films on them. I get those sets. I understand that. You know what I mean? It's sometimes those sets that they're doing for the Shaw Brothers stuff is the only way you'll ever see that film since its original release in you know what I mean, 1970 odd.
And it would have been cut in the UK probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bigger than my bloody VHS James Bond box. It's of 20 films.
Yeah, the massive those Shaw Brothers sets from Arrow.
They put out They Live on VHS again for like 30 quid. I mean, what's the point in it when it's not original? Yes.
Yeah, well, me and Dave know the guys that put that out. And if you see it up close, if you see it in person, it's the cheapest, crappiest thing you'll ever come across. Terrible.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and like I said, the guys that own the particular company, you know what I mean, they're nice enough guys, do a good enough job. But they live. They've done two others. Suspiria, I think, was one that they did. Hats off to them to try and do something. It's way overpriced. You know what I mean? They did one in a big X rental style box that doesn't look right. Aesthetically, it doesn't look right for an X rental. And then they did one in like the American style cardboard sleeve.
Yeah, that's off buying them.
Yeah, and then when you slide the tape out, the tape's printed on. So there's like colours printed on. So one says obey, sleep, eat. You can buy the full set of 6 for £156 if you want. But where's the scan of the film come from? What quality of tape is it on? You know what I mean? These are all things you've got to ask yourself. And at 35 quid, who the hell's buying it? It's cheaper to buy an X rental of it than it is to buy this new cheap version. It's definitely into the collector's market. That's never going to play it.
Yeah. But yes, Josh has bought it.
Again, hats off to you. If that's the kind of thing you want, go for it. But like I said, they're really cheap. We was really surprised knowing the company that put them out, how poor the quality was on them.
Poor. Kino Larbor put out 2 cuts of No Retreat, No Surrender. I have noticed that my VHS, is a completely different cut to the Blu-ray. The whole middle is like just mixed up.
You know what? I don't know what mine is. I haven't got the Kino release. I've got what's the release I've got?
Oh dear, Byron owns the 4K Steelbook collection of Resident Evil.
Jesus.
It's not junk. It's physical media there, Josh.
Kaleidoscope. put this one out in the UK.
Right.
But really weird aspect ratio.
Yeah, it's an odd film. I know Oliver
You
Harper's
know,
doing a
178 to 1. I mean, mono audio on it as well on a Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
98 minutes.
I've got the re-release VHS of that with that picture of Van Damme on it, and then
yeah,
I got the original.
See, the original's brilliant. That cover's amazing.
Signed by Kurt himself, bless him. But yes, strange. Yeah, people recently showing a $200 boutique version of Neverending Story. Absolutely crazy. I probably love the film more than they do. I paid €1 for my Dutch DVD. Exactly.
Yep. I love the film. I own a quad poster. It's amazing. There's no way I was buying that book edition. For as lovely as it seemed, what was the point? Where the hell are you supposed to put it to start off with? You know what I mean? It's gigantic. It was the same one with the Criterion Toho Godzilla films that it put out, 12 Toho Godzilla films in that big neon set. It was massive. You just couldn't do anything with it.
Ah, yes. I saw that CX had the Terminator arm. Oh,
yeah.
The metal arm on it. I had a closer look. It was like 250 quid in CX. And it had, it was just the blue, I think it was the 4K in it. But I looked at the hand and it wasn't that impressive close up.
Yeah.
From a distance, it looked amazing. But then it just looked like someone's homemade welding job done.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with stuff like that. The big one from a few years back was the saw trap that come from was it Umbrella of Australia or Imprint? It was one of the Australian companies that released it, and virtually everybody that bought that thing was damaged. It was just smashed. Everybody was just smashed beyond repair.
Fuck's sake. Love the cover on Hawk the Slayer. Yes, don't have that one yet, says I'm sure Byron.
Have you got?
Yep. Here we go, flopping out our 12 inches.
Have you got the original pre-cert Hawk the Slayer?
Oh, look, that looks brand new and in a cassette plastic
clear
case. Nice.
Pride possession, that.
No, that's shite. Give you a 50p for it. Yeah? Deal or no deal?
No bueno.
Cool, it's just Hawk the Slayer. That's a long time ago. Exactly.
It's my favourite film of all time.
Bernard Bristol, though, and I think what's her name about the Fulci zombie movies? Yeah, Bernard doing Cyclops in Krull as well. Yep,
plays a giant in this, being Hawk the Slayer. Roy Kinnear's in it as well, local Wigan lad. He's a fellow brother.
Where's Rory Kinnear from then?
Wigan. From that neck of the woods, Roy Kinnear. Annette Crosby. Annette Crosby was in it from One Foot in the Grave.
Of course. Back when she was hot.
Yep. Plays a nun in Hawk the Slayer. It's a brilliant bit of cheese, British cheese. It's fantastic. Jack Palance is amazing in it.
So yeah, we're getting this witch who swaps sides. But then apparently in the original script or the original story, I think, of Jason Argonauts, he dumped when they leave this at the end of the film with her, he dumps her on an island and leaves her.
Right.
They didn't put it in the film because they didn't think people would appreciate that. Yes, Don the Dragon Wilson flicks, Billy Blanks, that stuff. People really want to watch those in HD even for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, think of Vinegar Syndrome and Murder for putting out those Billy Blanks films. Just the Tybo guy doing films like awful, like, but Vinegar Syndrome just keep churning them out in 4K. You know what I mean? It's
Cannon and Ball used to tag team with the Crankies. I'm sad old git section. That's it. That's where you are tonight. Terrifying thought, exactly. Dragon said looks sharp indeed, but of course Disney won't release the film in the UK on 4K. Bastard.
Nope, that was a US import.
I own the Korean DVD of Beastmaster. It cost me €3. I own Beastmaster 2 on rental day, but it cost me the rental fee.
It's
Never
all
took it back.
Yeah, it's all that Beastmaster 2's worth, really.
What's that say about the third one then?
Oh,
Who directed this? Oh, it's the Phantasm guy did the first film, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. Definitely got to import in the film hobby as we miss out a lot here. Yeah, if you really want something like The Abyss 4K.
Yeah, I've got Alan over at Pop's Movie Dungeon and a Brad at 4K Tent Revival, all them places. Them lads that are out in the States help me out loads.
Yeah.
Brad from 4K Tent Revival, he's just picked me up the Charles Band Empire set that Charles Band's just put out. So it's 10 films that he's curated, put together, put it in a big box, numbered them, signed them all individually, and we're selling them at $40.
I guess it's what's that?
Yep.
His time is like nothing to do that. Sign
Yep.
them. And
So I put 1,000 of them out at $40. They've sold out like that. You know what I mean? So Brad grabbed 2 copies. I've got one. He's got one. So he's got to send me one over. So like,
yeah. But Beastmaster was cut to bits here. Was it? What's her name? Sheena. Bond. Tanya Roberts. No.
Tanya Roberts. Yeah. Tanya Roberts. Yeah.
They probably cut a lot of her out.
Yeah, there was some scantily clad moments, I think, that they thought BBFC didn't think would go down too well with the family audience. But
she's naked in Sheena, and that's a PG.
Yeah.
She was naked around. Is Dragon Slayer any good? I've always eyed that up but never bought it. You're biased.
Yes. It's the single best practical dragon ever put to film. The practical special effects that they use for the dragon is amazing.
Is it Peter McNichols as the hero?
Yes.
Yeah. That was Ghostbusters 2
Ganosh. That's the one. The Upper West Side.
Heard on the grapevine that Paramount in the States is restoring Popeye. Ah.
Yes, there's a 4K Popeye coming out.
I've got my original Disney one.
Yep, I've got my original Disney one. First film I ever saw at cinemas, Popeye.
Ah, lovely. I don't think I saw it. I might have seen it in the cinema. I don't remember. Definitely saw it young.
Go back and watch it. If you've never seen it, check it out. If you've seen it and always thought it was shit, go back and watch it. It's actually a masterpiece. It's phenomenal how good it's filmed. And the prosthetics that was used on Robin Williams' arms. Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing prosthetics.
Yeah, like acting, makeup, and everything to look like a real place.
And you can still go and visit the set in Malta. The set is it's all filmed in Malta, but the set, it was actually a properly made village, and the village is still there. And it's a tourist attraction. You can go and have a walk around it.
So yes, 80% of the people on YouTube who bought the Shore Scope set haven't opened it. I'm sure. Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Have no idea what the Shaw brothers did.
Yeah,
They Live should come with a pair of shades that actually expose aliens for 30 quid.
Yeah, exactly.
If they came with glasses that showed the cover turned to black and white, that would be good. Yeah,
but like I say, it's a really cheap thing that. But yeah, Dragon Slayer is a brilliant film.
Oh, top 10 fantasies movies of 80s.
Yeah, I would say it's in top 10.
Much about it at the moment. If VHS all about nostalgia, buying a new attempt at one isn't nostalgic. No, that's very true. But, my wife is currently laughing. She knows my collecting pain. Yeah, I guess she probably doesn't know half your collecting.
Exactly. I am in the same boat.
Do not. Yeah. No. Yes, I only bought one VHS this week.
Yeah. What are those 4 massive bags you're coming in with? I got them for free.
Yes. Yeah. I just picked up a box of tapes. Yes.
Yeah.
Why do packages keep appearing if you're not buying them? People send me stuff.
Yeah.
I pay
I
for
said,
it, but they send it
yeah.
to me.
I said to him the other week, you can't just run me like 2 minutes up the road, can you? A guy's getting rid of some DVDs. I said, yeah, okay. So she runs me up 4 bags later in the boot of the car. You know, what the hell's all this? And like 160 films. And I only wanted 3 of them. You know what I mean? But I had to take everything, otherwise the deal was off.
Yeah. If you turn up for one, people get suspicious, so that might be worth something.
Yeah. And it was, and the 3 that I wanted were worth something. Oh.
The old UK repeat national was very different, almost felt like an unfinished screener. Yes, it does. It's not good. That's how I used to watch it. That's like saying, no, Mum, I don't want Castle Grayskull as it's massive and we don't have space for it. I just want a vanilla He-Man figure. Thank you. Indeed. Just remember Breslot eating a massive chunk of meat for half an hour.
Films in for ages, but there's no dialogue. There's no nothing. It's just him eating like a big mutton leg.
I think Catriona McCall from the Fuji movies plays the Palace's missus. Could be wrong. The Crankies always seemed like an odd setup to me. Yeah, I was never the biggest fan. I don't know how they got so much TV in the 80s.
Yeah, there was on everything, weren't they, at one point?
Betamax Hawk the Slur, do you have precision release of the Monster Club Wigan?
Of Monster Club, no, I don't. I only own one version of the Monster Club, and it's is it there? Yes. It's a Spanish import.
That's the Monster Squad.
Monster Squad. Oh, sorry, Monster Club. Did you say?
Yeah, I was.
Sorry. I've got the thing of Monster Club. The network release on Blu-ray.
There you go.
Yeah, Monster Club, the Vincent Price film.
Yes,
Peter Cushing. Is that the one we're talking about? Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I don't own a VHS of it, but I have got the network Blu-ray, which looks quite cool. That's a strange little film as well.
Yes, it is. There's a striptease artist with going all Robin.
Yeah.
Anyone seen the Goof in the Abyss where you completely see a crew member's hand wiping water off the camera? Yes, I saw that clip recently. I've never noticed it in the film. I don't watch the film much because it's a bit of a slog, but yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He goes whoop, and disappears. How the hell Karen let that through? I don't know. It's bizarre. She's naked in Beastmaster, so yeah, that's why it's so PG. Yeah. Or 12 or whatever. Oh, cut. I agree on the dragon. There you go. Even better than the dragon from Nightmare. Ooh, that's a hard one. Is it? There's Dragon.
Nightmare. The TV show.
The kids' TV show, yes.
Oh no, we're talking. I applied for Nightmare for season 1. Me and 3 friends. Yeah, and we didn't get on. Was a consolation prize. They sent us a letter saying thank you for applying, but sorry, no, not this time. And they sent us a stationery kit. So we got a pencil case, a pencil sharpener, a rubber, and a pencil.
And you throw it away. This is fucking rubbish.
Rubbish. This.
There's English toffee swats from London on.
Yeah, but I've got loads of Nightmare books.
Oh yes.
I've always wanted a Helm of Justice. You can't buy them for some reason.
I bet. Yeah, someone needs to 3D print those.
3D printer Helm of Justice someday, and I'll buy one.
I think I said before I kept my rental where they live now, and they're freaking releasing it for £30.
Yeah.
I wish I kept my rental tape. I had the old Guild release back in the day, but gave it away. Does the white thing from Neverending Story count as a dragon? That was a good one. Yeah,
he's a luck dragon. Valcor.
Yeah, my wife's ridden the prop from him. It's in Germany, I think.
They found the original screen used prop, didn't they? In a garage at middle of nowhere. just sat there.
Crazy. I could hear banging. This released, realized I saw the Crankies 2 back in the day. Remember them being funny, but I was about 7, so easily pleased, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would be laughing now. Although I didn't know it was an old lady back then. I have my eye on a most diabolical VHS at the moment. Even I'm second guessing it, and I'm an idiot. What did I just miss out? Action Jackson. I just missed out for.
That got a Blu-ray release a couple of months back on Warner Archive.
Oh, it was a white dog, Michael. It wasn't a dragon. Very long white dog that could fly.
Yeah, Falco.
Consolation prize, a flock of pickles. Yes, I want to stand in a fucking green room knowing nothing's happening.
Sidestep left, sidestep right.
It's just green floor. I can't see.
One step forward.
I got green blindness. Oh yeah, so yeah, there's the Hydra. That was good. How he got wrapped up in its tail and he was looking on.
Yeah, and it lifts a little character up. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch the movement of the Hydra's heads, everything's independent. That must have taken forever to shoot that.
Yeah, they say 4 months for the skeleton.
Yeah, because everything's moving everywhere. How the hell does he know what he's lined up where? Like, it's not as though it's one thing and you can sort of map it out. There's like 7 heads all going at once.
I guess if you concentrate on one head and watch it each time, you might see something. But
yeah,
you might see one that just keeps still for a few frames.
But it's so well done.
I know people are disappointed in the fight because he just kills it very easily.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't get to chop its head off and others appear. And the Judas, who's acting very Kenneth Williams throughout this film.
Yes.
Have I missed that greedy bastard with all that food? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. He's
king or whatever he is.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, so he invites them in. Oh, it's a party. Well, Joyce, and then he says, "Yeah, but I know you're all a bunch of turncoats, so you're all going in prison."
Yep.
Don't know why I just didn't march them into prison straight away. Oh yeah, I always felt bad for the team that got yanked out of the dungeon because it was the end of the series, and they didn't have time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes into their game, and they get that's it.
Yeah, there's actually a really good documentary on YouTube about Nightmare. It's probably about 25 minutes, half an hour long, something like that, and it breaks it all down, how it got started, the people involved, and it breaks it series by series as well. So how it evolved, how it changed, and at the end, it just sort of didn't evolve fast enough to where TV was, and he just got axed. They came back and tried something else. I can't think what the show was. They tried after it, but it didn't work. The same company.
I guess the CGI was very expensive.
Yeah, and it was dated as well. You know what I mean? It was, but I mean, take nothing away from it. I think it ran for 7 or 8 seasons. I think
went on for a good while.
It was on for a good while. I loved it. I was obsessed with it.
Most people say, right, this is our epic effect sequence with the Hydra. Ray says, hold my beer, give me those Hydra teeth, and I'll show you even better next. Yes.
Yeah.
Suddenly, as you think, oh, he's got the police, all he has to do is escape. The children of the night.
Yeah, the children of the Hydra's teeth.
And then you get reshot of the meteors coming down. Yeah, so
it's so well done.
Down, burn the Hydra up. I don't know why they couldn't take the teeth out.
Yeah, for some reason it had to torch all the flesh off the Hydra just so it left the skeletal. And then he plucks his teeth out, sticks them in his hat.
It's a wizard's hat.
Yep.
Shelley Duvall was remarkable in Popeye as Oliver. I don't think you could find an actress more suited to the role, but Pluto was played by Paul L. Smith, was well cast, but the bloody script, that's what put me off watching. I know it looks great and everyone's great, but it looks well acted, but yeah, I don't remember enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot better than what people remember it being.
Because who was the director now?
Oh, now you're asking, I can't remember.
Yeah, he did The Player and Preta Porter and all sorts of fancy
Right.
stuff. And then he did, yeah. Popeye must have been a breeze compared to The Shining, though. Yes, that is probably day and night, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is no protection, yeah. But technically there is, isn't there? Swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
So apparently, well, I remember, the skeletons originally had flesh still on them.
Yep.
But then, of course, that was a bit too gory for children at the time. So, plus, would have probably taken longer to animate as well.
Yeah, there is a skeleton in one of the earlier films, but it's just one on its own. But to do so many and multiples in one scene as well is crazy.
Yeah, so we got this guy shoots an arrow, kills the woman, the old arrow in the back. Don't pull it out. That's
the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, just so you can lie on her back.
Yeah, we'll get some Germaline and a plaster.
Yeah, might as well. So apparently their shields have images of other monsters from Harryhausen films, or the director's films. Yeah, and they got this magic fleece, which is just, I think, just made of tinsel by the look of it.
It looks like it, yeah.
Rather than a fleece. Oh, hit him with a stone, he falls off the cliff. Hauntology, what's that? I'm getting a word.
The word is
that weird alien rip-off game show with John Leslie, which worth a look as an adult. I've got the name now. Okay, Aliens rip-off game.
John Leslie.
Is that John Leslie and
that John Leslie before allegations or after?
Yeah, as I say, before he was knocking every white woman blonde and allegedly. Yeah. Popeye did win the Bad LA Movie Award that year. Xanadu took the first Razzie. Razzie was created to honor Xanadu. Crazy.
Xanadu's, we're going to be showing Xanadu in the next couple of months at Film Club.
If you can make it to Wigan.
Yeah. You'll be able to see a double feature of The Wiz and Xanadu.
Is it still fenced off, Wigan, or is it the doors open now?
Well, we've just got electricity and running water.
It's no longer a prison city.
No, sanitation we've had for a bit.
Since the Romans never got that far.
Yeah. What did the Romans ever do for us? To be fair, it's a massive Roman town, Wigan. It's huge.
I haven't seen Bedknobs or Bruce Lips for a long time. Yeah, just like planting these bloody teeth around.
Yeah,
I don't know how they come out of skeletons.
Brilliant film, Bedknobs and Bruce Lips. The old Angela Lansbury.
Yes. I'm embarrassed to say the MCALP of Xanadu. That's nothing. That's an awesome ELO soundtrack, isn't it?
Yep.
Xanadu. Yeah, before his Wheel of Fortune run. There you go.
Yeah.
Who was the blonde? Is it Anthea Turner? He was.
Anthea Turner, yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah.
Altman, indeed. Thank you. There you go. It's hard to describe, but it's connected to old nostalgia for things like Bagpuss, The Boy from Space, and public information films, but I'm oversimplifying it.
Yeah. I love all that kind of stuff. Boy from Space is great.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I think it said somewhere that he was one of the props for the Army of Darkness, one of the skeletons props.
Right.
But you can definitely see the influence. And still another. Where do they get the swords from if they're just teeth?
Yeah.
I can understand making bones and but shields as well.
Yeah, they turn up with the swords and shields. But there's I don't know who's done it, but there's someone on YouTube done an upscale of this scene at 120 frames a second. My God, it looks amazing. It's just any little bit sort of like jerky frame rate that you get for this, because obviously this is only going to be 24 frames a second, but 124 frames a second and at 4K, if you can find it on YouTube, find it. It is mesmerizing how good it is.
Yeah. Okay, it's got a wolf. This is the shield of there you go, an octopus.
Yes. Yeah, like supposedly like a
they're from other films, monsters from other. Oh, there's Medusa, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, look at this. You can't see the join.
No, it's just brilliant.
Sealed off, yes, like Escape from New York. That's Wigan. Escape from Aldi.
Yeah.
Scavengers is the name of that game show. It's on YouTube. There you go. Sounds
Scavengers. Yeah.
Familiar. Haven't watched Ben Knobs in years. Remember laughing when the boy says, "Where do you think you're going with my knob?"
All right, governor.
Yeah.
Gives me knob back.
Oh, nanny. And then I go to town sometimes. It's got characters in it that are more Dawn of the Dead than Escape from New York. Yeah.
We have that same problem.
I'm sure we're all from the generation of TVs on wheels that pushed into the classroom. Yes. Especially in school, wasn't it? Yes, very impressive, Ian. I can't pronounce it myself. Nil desperandum. I'm going to say. Yes, Wheeldon and the teacher had no clue how to work the video. Yeah, because it'd probably be a good old SCART cable or coaxial cable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some naughty kids stole it. But yeah, I think I remember watching Sesame Street once in the primary school.
High school. High school. There was it was probably like once a year, maybe coming up to a summer holiday, maybe coming up to Christmas holidays. Either.
Very rare.
Yeah, and everybody always badgered me to take a film. And then they just keep going on at the teachers that Anthony's got this. Anthony will bring a film. Anthony bring a film. Yeah, I think I've shown everything from Highlander to Rocky 4. You know what I mean? You can see. Yeah, you can see teachers just going, "What the hell are these people watching?" But Rocky 4, at school.
Awesome. Yes. Rob loves this movie and the 2 or 3 Sinbad movies: Golden Voyage, Seventh Voyage. What was the missing one?
Golden Voyage of Sinbad, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger.
That's it. He's got the Eye of
the Tiger.
All of those.
Oh, yeah, Dirk Towers. Dirk Towers. Now you were talking. Badger Girl was okay. Dirk Towers and Geordie Racer. Remember Geordie Racer? So it was Look and Read was a program that was for primary school children in the, I would say, early to mid 80s. But Dirk Towers
for Northerners.
Yeah, well, they always had like it was story driven, but the story was broke up between an acted story with characters. Then it broke off into like a bit of learning. So they'd like tell you how to spell things or how to use capital letters and full stops and all that shit. But Dirk Towers is brilliant because it's about a ghost that haunts this old sort of like stately home. It's fantastic.
But yeah, here we go. This guy was, the fights. I know
it just ends dramatically. Like it just goes
off the cliff.
It just finishes this film. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. People said it's a rushed ending after building it all up. But yeah,
it just finishes.
I guess they were expecting a sequel. And Fairground and the Fairground.
Yeah, there was a few. Geordie Racer was the other one I remember.
It's on purpose. Yes, if it's too good a picture, we will be short-lived. I did not get it in Wales, no. I guess not. I was too busy banging sluts by that age.
Hey.
Yeah, the wheel in the wooden telly spent half an hour making it work, then watch some absolute shite like Super Mario Brothers. You see, if I make it big, it's not bad. Like you said, it's overexposed because I could get a really good camera, but then definitely be copyrighted.
Yeah,
it's just for reference. Yeah, folk around here look more like extras from Miles Have Eyes. Oh, it's the end. Yeah, they jump off a cliff. There's more adventures to come.
Yeah,
and then the end.
That's it. Yeah, it's but it's a brilliant film. It's you think about how many films Harryhausen did, you know what I mean? It's frightening. Like, I know Dave, my mate, he's one of his favourites is Valley of Guanji.
Oh, yes, I've seen that one.
Who doesn't want to watch cowboys and dinosaurs? You know what I mean? It's just brilliant.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got horses and bloody dinosaurs in it.
Yeah. It just works so well. And then you've got Mysterious Islands, obviously all three Sinbad films. This, Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, yes.
Just so many, and so much stuff that he did that never went into production. War of the Worlds was one that he got everything ready for, and then it never went into production. So all the storyboarding's there in the museum, all the artwork's there in the museum, the posters even there in the museum, but then it never got done. But some of the other stuff he did, the earlier black and white stuff, it came from outer space and stuff like that. Just brilliant. 20,000 fathoms.
Yeah, which one is it? It's 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea or 20,000 Leagues, and then there's fathoms
20,
ones.
Yeah, which was it? The beast from 20,000 fathoms. Brilliant. They're exactly the same, but the black and white, just one big creature in them. They're great. And the concept from it came from outer space is this like tiny little alien that comes down in a little tiny ship, but because he's come to Earth, there's something happening with the chemicals in Earth, and it's making him go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger till he just turns massive. Really, really good film.
Don't remember that one. Yeah, it's a wonderful film, but is it a prequel to Jason Goes to Hell? It could be. 20 million miles to Earth. Yeah.
What was the other space? He did another space one as well. Dave will be screaming at me now. I can't think what it is. First Men in the Moon. Was it First Men in the Moon? And they're like, is it first? It's something like that. And they're like little like cricket-looking aliens. They're like little weird things, and like maggots, like larvae. I'm sure that's First Man in the Moon. It's something Moon.
Is it a Doug McClure film?
Yeah. I mean, Doug McClure films. You're going down a rabbit hole now. Every Doug McClure film's amazing. I just love them. I mean, that's a whole series in itself. Just doing Doug McClure films.
What's his Humanoids from the Deep? He did, didn't he, as well?
It did.
Yeah. It came from outer space. Isn't all about the growing alien. That's 20 million miles to Earth. Oh, dear.
Oh, right. There you go, then. That's the one. 20 million miles from Earth.
I went to see Clash of Titans at the cinema. I went back for a second showing in the afternoon. I'm guessing he's on about the original.
Yeah. To be fair, I quite like the remakes of Clash of the Titans.
I didn't like the remakes. I will admit that. I did think I went to see the first one in 3D.
Yes.
That was the phase back then, but yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, Wrath of the Titans is okay.
Yeah, compared to what happened since.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Arrow Video picked them out not long back, and put them out on 4K in a nice box set. And like I said, I've always enjoyed them. They're what they are. Obviously, they're not a patch on the originals, but they're not meant to be. You know what I mean? No. They're just a complete separate entity, but they're really, really good fun.
Yeah. Medusa from Clash of Titans. Yes, it was mind blowing to me. So yeah, that was
scary. And it's not for what you see; it's for what you don't see. You know what I mean? The sound of her moving around. She's like, you can hear her dragging herself across the floor. You can hear the snakes of her hair hissing. It's like again, it's everything that you don't see that makes it scary.
The remake was ass. Oh, give it a chance.
Yes, yeah, I enjoy it for what it is.
Josh didn't go back for a second time of the remake. There's a documentary there on hauntology. You got an ology. So there you go.
Hauntology. I'll check that out.
Yeah. Right, let's wrap this up. School night, that's all. Friday tomorrow.
Maybe for you, it's my Friday today.
I always forget you. That's why you picked
Yeah,
the.
I don't work Fridays.
Tell me why.
3-day
Work
weekend.
Fridays. Nightmare on Elm Street 3 has a brief Argonauts homage in the junkyard. That is true. There is a fight with a skeleton of Freddy's skeleton. He's got the glove on.
Yeah.
Hello, Stacey. Just in time for the end. Have a great night. Almost Friday, yes. An hour for us. Isn't this a school day? Yes.
Yeah.
Reminds me of RoboCop.
Yeah.
So thanks for Tony.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes. I guess we'll
always fun.
Else. Yes. Well, I have fun. I don't care about anyone else. Just like sex.
Hey.
Cheers, Dr. Impossible. I'm off work tomorrow, day off to take my mum to hospital to get her leg checked. Well, hopefully it won't be all day and you can
Hopefully your mum's okay.
in the reception. But yes, hope you're all right as well. So yes, thanks everyone. What am I doing tomorrow night? I'm going to post up. Sex comedy, films, 80s comedy films with boobies in. There you go.
There'll be a wide choice there.
There is a long list. I didn't realize how many. Yes. But yes, thanks everyone. Looking forward to that. Exactly. Do you have sex, VT? You're on. I'm not long for sex, so yeah. Go an hour and a half or 2 hours tonight. Yeah. Oh my. Thank you guys. I think.
Ladies, leave.